265-1100.
I don't know about you, but one of the great joys of this season is wrapping presents and thinking about everybody who I love, who I'm having a chance to remember this time of year. And I think it's very logical that our thoughts would turn inward to those who really touch our lives every day. But it's important to put a pause on that and look beyond our own little corner of the world to those who might really be in need and could perhaps benefit from some charitable giving. So enter for us the Northside Neighborhood House. Jenny Stripling is here. She is the Chief Development Officer with the Northside Neighborhood House. Josh Kropp is the treasurer and also in the wealth division at HHM. So good to see you both.
Good morning. Good to see you.
I will admit, I'll throw my own guilt out there. I get really consumed with the list making and the making sure everyone's covered. And I will intend in the morning when I'm brushing my teeth to let my thoughts go other places, and the day kicks in. It's hard to remember everybody.
It truly is.
But y'all don't have that problem at Northside Neighborhood House, and for however many years it's been, a long time, you've enriched the north side of the river.
Thank you. Yes, since 1924.
Wow.
1924, it's hard to believe. And the vision that was started with the Northside Neighborhood House by our founders was to provide a hand up to individuals in need. And we have stayed true to that since our beginning.
I think that's an important way to phrase it, which is a true way to phrase it, but that hand up, because I'm sure you've seen it, Josh, in your time on the board there, that people's lives are transformed. It's really the teach a man to fish philosophy.
Yeah, I've been on the board there 3 or 4 years now, and could not comprehend the impact that it makes on our community before I joined the board and really saw firsthand how much financial support we give, rent assistance, keeping people's utilities on, keeping people fed, any kind of assistance that is really needed, as well as the education after that assistance to give that hand up that we were talking about.
Right.
So truly impactful.
I know that we'll talk, I hope, in the conversation about some of those deeper ways that the Northside Neighborhood House gives back, because you're involved with the schools.
We are.
You do help with the utility assistance. I think y'all do a thing at Christmas time where parents can come and shop.
They do,
for
Santa's
their
workshop.
children. But you need those donation dollars. So the accountant in you has come out talking about end of year giving, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
What's the best way for people to give?
The best way to give, visit our website is probably the easiest way, nninhouse.org/donate. Financial contributions are an easy way that individuals can support the organization. This year we have added a precious little Christmas ornament that is shaped like a house. I should have brought a prop. But for anyone who makes a donation in honor or in memory of someone, we will mail that to them so that they have that as a keepsake, as a memento of the donation.
Hopefully people give because their heart calls them to give. And if what you feel compelled to give today is $10,
absolutely.
The power of a collective effort is very great.
Absolutely.
There are people who have a lot more than that to give, and they can do it in the form of pretty large chunks of money, right, Josh?
So, we're fortunate enough we have an endowment, so we can accept gifts of stock, take appreciated stock from donors where they don't have to realize a gain, pay any taxes on that. They get a deduction on their taxes for the full market value. There's other situations where you can, use a donor advised fund, make grants through there, or people that have IRAs that are over the age of 70 and a half, where they've got required minimum distributions. They can actually write checks directly to a charitable organization, never take that income for themselves. Therefore, they don't ever get taxed on that income, but still be able to give to the charity of their choice.
Because some people in those retirement years kind of use that money towards, taxes or long-term care policies or whatever it might be.
Yep.
But if they wanted to allocate part of it, can they do that?
Absolutely.
Not the whole thing, but just part?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, if you're going to go down that path, you've got to make sure that's in the account by this year, January 30th.
It would need to be cashed by the receiving organization by 12/31, yes.
Yeah, 12/31, sorry, which will be a weekend. So that means you've got to hit it on that Friday.
Correct.
Correct.
If you want to just be an individual writing a check, you can have that check dated by the end of the year, even if it's not cashed until January. Is that also right?
It needs to be postmarked by 12/31. So as long as it's
Okay.
in the mail, the check is got the date 12/31, then
Okay.
it can be counted toward their year-end taxes.
Okay, so our time today was short, but I want to get you back on again at the beginning of the year if I can. In the month
absolutely.
of January, and let's just let people know a little bit, because when you're cleaning out your closets,
Absolutely.
it's a great time to give.
It is. We have 3 thrift stores and we will welcome the donations.
And more than half of our revenue comes from thrift sales. So that's really important to us as an organization to receive that closet clean out.
Then here is
Yeah.
the website, nnhouse.org.
Correct.
They do have locations all across the north side of Chattanooga, 267-2217. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
The colder winter months are here, and if you're having any problems with your windows, you're going to want to stay tuned. Today I'm joined by Kirsten from West Shore Home to talk